Hello folks, Mundane Man here again, and we have got a problem. The wind and rain have been blowing for 2 days, and for some reason, we got a stain. And that does not make me happy. Now the back of our house faces north, and you know, it's not raining now, but you can see it's been blowing and blowing. And yeah, I see my neighbors get the same problem I do with his trees. I got one that tipped over with all this wind. Has been gusting at like, oh, I don't know, 30-40 kilometers an hour all day. So we are going to go into the attic, and the attic hatch is in the closet right there, and we're going to see what is causing the problem. Now all of our vents are facing north, so I have a feeling that the water just pushes into them with the wind when it's raining. So we're going to go up there and see how much water is really there and see if there's anything we can do about it. So let's get at it. Okay, I got my ladder set up, and I'm going to go up into the hatch there and check out, see what's going on. I got my trusty little head thing on because I'm not very agile, so I'll need both hands while I'm crawling around. And I got a trusty little light here that will hopefully let us see what the problem is, because that is not a good thing. And it hasn't dried in 12 hours, so it's going to mean there's still some water up there somewhere. Okay, let's give her. I've also discovered another problem, an expensive problem. My wife has got some kind of addiction. Look at all these bags, and I've only seen her use one. What am I to do about that? Okay, let's see if we can get up there and have a look. Oop, that's not good for that. Now, it's kind of awkward in here. I got the ladder in here backwards because it's hard to get my big gut in there. Okay, let's take this up. Okay, got the vent there, the vent over there. Now, the water is over by the bathtub, which is back there, so it makes me wonder if it's that vent over there. Okay, I'm going to have to adjust my ladder to try and get in there better. Okay. This is the bathroom fan. This will be hard to find. Nothing running down there. Key is make sure you're always standing on a truss. That looks like it's kind of stained over there. I don't see any water anywhere. I love when they do that, leave nails sticking up. Right up my nose. LED bulb, so it won't get too wet. Sorry, too hot. Face mask probably would have been a good idea. Yeah, I feel water under here for sure. Okay, well, we know there's water here. But I don't see anywhere where it's coming in. Nothing's wet on the walls. The only thing I can think is water was driving in this vent here, but everything's dry up top now. Oh, sorry. Source unknown, but there's a soffit vent there, and this vent here. But without being able to see where the water was coming from, I don't know. I'm inclined to think it's that vent. I can see it bouncing with the wind. That one is a bit too. I don't know what to think. Okay. Might have to change that vent or something. Okay, well, staring at it's not going to accomplish anything. So, I'm going to come back down again. This is the fun part. go. Well, we know there's water under here, as helpful as that is. So I think yesterday everything was coming straight from the north, and that vent is has an arch to it. It faces down, but if the water's hitting the roof and then the wind's driving it up, it could push it right up into that vent. I don't know why it's not doing it anywhere else though, but it's certainly doing it there. Well, we didn't accomplish much with that. Just for fun, I'm checking the rest of the ceiling to see if there's any water damage anywhere. And we've never had a problem in here before. This is the second time in the bathroom. It's the second time in 5 years. So all I can think is it's that vent that's right there that's dumping water in. When the rain pushes it, it's pushing up into the vent. There's Toffee. Say hello, Toffee. So the vents I'm talking about are like those down there. And the way the wind's been blowing, it's just pushing the water. I think it's pushing the water. I don't think it's going underneath it. I think it's pushing it up into the vent. And just enough to, there's not a lot of water in there, but it's enough. And you can see my lovely tree. The root base gave way at the bottom, so now it's with this wind, it's tipped right over. So I'm not sure it was doing that last year too. I may have to dig it out. Not a good day on the range. Here's another look at my tree. That poor bastard. I think it might be broken now. I'm gonna have to pull it right out. It's unfortunate, I was doing so well too. The light fixture cover looked funny. And look what I found. So it was even dripping back into here. So, I don't know. The fan vent is there. You can see it's still dripping actually. And the roof vent is over there. So either it's one or both coming out of there. So I don't know if it started dripping now because I moved stuff around up there or what. But we'll leave that drip for a while. Just for fun, I'm going to take this light fixture down. See what's going on. I actually know what's going on really because the water's just running along there. Let's see how much comes out of there. Well, that fixture holds a lot of water. Well, isn't that a joy? Well, the good news is it's starting to dry, so I think I got all the water out of the ceiling. I'm not sure if that stain's going to stay permanent. It's pretty yellow. This one's staying white, so yeah. Guess we'll find out. There's Toffee inspecting the work. So I did buy this upshot paint. Now it's meant for ceiling tiles, like in a suspended ceiling, but I was going to try it in an inconspicuous spot, see what it would look like on a stucco ceiling, but might be the thing to get rid of that stain around the light fixture. And I think the light fixture is going to cover most of the stain anyways, but The main thing is figuring out where the leak is coming from, and I'm pretty confident it's that vent. Okay, it's the next day now, so we're going to check out the ceiling. This spot here, if you look really close, you can see a stain, but it dried up pretty good. This one here, though, as I trip off my step stool, is still pretty stained. So I'm going to try this paint. Again, like I said, it's meant for acoustic tiles, but it sprays upwards and it's oil based, so it shouldn't make the stipple ceiling melt. So we're going to give it a try. Actually not looking too bad. Comes on pretty thick too. It's oil based, so it stinks. But let's put in the ceiling falling down. Okay, I'm going to step back and have a look. Another stain right there. So hopefully that was for me moving the water around. Definitely dry, so I'm just going to give that a quick shot. I'm going to wait for that paint to dry. Maybe I'll do a second coat. Even if you look at that, once the paint's on there, it doesn't look too bad. Might just do the trick. Okay, well, let's let it dry for an hour, and if it looks good, I may do that one too, because there is some yellowing there for sure. Have you come to inspect my work? What do you think? Okay, gang, well, I think if you know where the spots are, you can still see them. And around the light, you can see the circle where I spray painted, but I'm leery to add another coat, because I think another coat is just going to highlight the spot that I painted even more. So I'm going to leave it at that, I think. You look at the size of the plate for the light fixture, it's unlikely you're going to even notice that there was anything there before. This one back here, if you get the right shadow, like if I stand back here, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but you can kind of see where I made the spray marks. So I think I'm going to leave that at like that for now. Worst case is I'll have to paint the whole ceiling with some oil-based ceiling paint, because this is unsealed stucco, so, or stipple, or whatever you call this stupid crap. I don't know why they stipple the bathroom ceilings anyways. That's just lazy as far as I'm concerned. They didn't want to spend the time, effort, and money to actually have a nice smooth surface. So anyways, I think I'm going to leave it at that. So let's put the light fixture back together and we'll call this job done. Nice thing about these LED bulbs is they're not hot. Okay, so that's back where it belongs. You can't really see anything because the base was so big, so I guess that's good news. This one up here, I can still see where I sprayed it if I turn the lights out. I think you have to be looking for it, but I know it's there. And then around the light fixture, it looks okay. Kind of has a shadow of yellow anyways from the shade, so that's okay. So even though this job is done, it's not really fixed because I really don't know what's going on with the roof vent. So next time we get a real blowy rain, I'm going to have to stick my head in the attic again and see if I can figure out where the water's coming in. But I kind of have an idea, so I'm going to go with that. Now if you look outside, look how beautiful it is out there. You hardly even know there was a rainstorm. Not sure you can see it through this dirty window, but trust me, it looks very nice. So as I get out of the bathtub here, well, that's it for this wild edition of Mundane Man. It's always fun to be repairing leaks in the roof because those to me are kind of the scary things. I don't like water. I've always had this thing where water in the basement, now water in the attic, so I think I need to send out some better vibes to the universe that I love water and water is great and it won't hurt me and it won't damage my house. So let's go with that. So that's it for this edition of Mundane Man. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.